Hey everyone, I am Mr. Marcus White,
And I am Dahveed.
and we're your host for the comment section.
Why you had that long pause?
You want to do it again?
Every time I say this Dahveed, you be like, Then you start going. It's like you're processing whether or not if my intro is good. You do it.
That's just you
Watch.
being self-conscious. I'm
Nope.
actually thinking about other things. I'm not even thinking about.
Mm.
I hate to break it to you, you're not on my mind. So I hate to break it to you, friend.
Probably
But
your
I'm.
dog farting, like you said before you got on.
It's bad. It's really it's killing me over here. But no, I was not processing nothing about you. So I hate to break it to you that I'm not a
Oh,
hater that you think I am. So sorry
I'm
about that, friend.
changing. I miss the old hated Miss Marcus.
It's all right. I'm sure that you can take my place for me.
Bet.
Of
All
the old
right.
Marcus. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you want to do this again, or are we good? It was. Do you? Let's do it again, just
I'm
so you can be
Mr.
happy.
Marcus White.
And I'm Dahveed. I'm a hater.
All
Finish it,
right.
Mr. Marcus White. What show is this?
And this is the comment section. You bitches. That would be
And that's
something
the
that
opening
you.
line. And that is
That's
the opening
something that
line.
you would say. Oh, I'm
That's how
sorry.
we are, and that's how we're starting the show. Cue the theme song. You know what, Wendy Osefo, I don't know what you're doing, but I don't think this is the right move. So, Dahveed, you know that Wendy got arrested with her husband about 2 weeks ago
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
fraud charges. They're being accused of insurance fraud, conspiracy fraud, and making false statements to the police. Now, according to US Weekly, Wendy's lawyer is saying that her and her husband were illegally arrested and that they want all admission statements and confessions to be not allowed as evidence because they both were wrongfully obtained. Her lawyer is also demanding that all charges to be dismissed due to alleged. Are you texting while I'm talking? I can hear that. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Does that pick up all of that?
What are you fucking doing? God.
I'm not texting shit. I just grabbed a piece of paper.
Why are you
So you can
playing with a
just.
piece of paper while we're recording our show? You're distracting me and the listeners. Jeez.
No,
You
my
ever
microphone
seen
is so good. I like it.
have
It's
you
so
ever been to
good.
like a live recording of a TV show and they say silence all cell phones, do not talk and whisper while they're do I need to give that discretion to you too?
Did you really hear all that? I think you just got good hearing because I swear I was like quiet like a mouse. I was quiet as a mouse with some house slippers on. That's,
Eh,
that's so quiet I was.
No, you're just a rat. Look.
Here you go. Here you go. Throw all that out.
Look, like, let me get back. So, Wendy's lawyer is demanding that all charges is to be dismissed due to alleged defects in the charging document, and they also are demanding that all evidence to be suppressed because of an unlawful search and seizure, and they also want all wire and verbal communications to be also suppressed because of the unlawful interception. Um, and Wendy is also demanding that the prosecutors list all the witnesses that they plan on calling and any polygraph results of witnesses questioned. And then Wendy and Eddie want the prosecutors to give them any confidential informants, anybody who is like helping the case out during the investigation, and also all copies of the police report. I know that you're supposed to defend yourself and you want to make yourself look innocent, but I think this is the wrong way to go because no one thinks that you're innocent, Wendy. No one thinks that you are wrongfully arrested, right? Like if we do you remember when we were talking about last week how they have
Mm-hmm.
the camera footages that Wendy and Eddie have cameras in their house, inside their house and outside their house, and
Mm-hmm.
there was no one breaking in their home. And then they also have the receipts of items Wendy returned to the stores that she said that they were stolen, and so she put it on the insurance case. So there's no coming out of this, Wendy and Eddie. And I think that you're making this worse for yourself when you
But
fight stuff like that. Go ahead.
no. You go. Finish it.
I was gonna say when Karen Huger last season, who went to jail for her DUI, they said plead guilty or not plead guilty. Karen pled not guilty, which made her go to jail for a year. Now, if she would have pled guilty, she would have just been in house arrest. So when you plead not guilty and go to trial, it can make things worse for you. And Wendy and Eddie, you may just want to plead guilty. You may not want to fight with this, because I don't think there's any coming out of this.
So it's kind of two coins of this. They have to fight. They have to fight for their, just from a public standpoint, you kind of have to fight. It's just the way how the lawyer is explaining the situation just shows they are more guilty. If you listen to some of the key words by saying that all of the omissions need to be removed because you got it the wrong way. Well, guess what? They still admitted it. All the evidence that they got, they want to, put it down because you got it the wrong way. We still got it. When they walk inside of somebody's house and somebody have bad kind of porn, guess what? No matter how they got it, you still had it. You had it. So I see why they have to, but they're still looking even more guilty. And I think the way how they are trying to fight the case, they look even more guiltier. And to your point, when you go to trial, you are more likely that if you're guilty, then you
get a harder sentence.
Yeah, you get a harder sentence. I forgot what it's called. Like, what is it called when you are pretty much saying, "Hey, I want to plead for a lesser trial" or something like that. I don't know what it's called. But
that's when you plead guilty. You plead guilty so you can get like a consequence or whatever. So that's what it is. When you plead guilty, you get charged with lesser consequences. And then when you plead not guilty, they go, all bets are off at that point. So yeah, you cop a plea. That's what I think it's called, right? Cop a plea.
Is it called cop a plea? We gotta look that up because I know we both are saying the wrong.
Well, clearly
words.
We're both not lawyers. We're not lawyers. We're not into. I mean, I watch Law and Order. I don't know if that counts, but and the ID channel. Dum dum.
That's it. That's what I was trying to wait for. Something like that. Something of that sound.
It's dumb, like Wendy and Eddie. Dumb. That's what it is. Dumb. Wendy, you guys are going to jail. I think you guys should just plead guilty to get a lesser sentence. I don't think that if you fight this, you're going to jail. Either way it goes, you are going to jail. The both of you are going to jail. It just depends on how many years. So plead guilty so you don't have to go to jail that long. And because I just feel like they have kids. You want to make sure that you are not away from your kids that long. So just own up to it, you guys, and move on.
I think one of the hardest things in that situation is they can probably still make money from it. So maybe they need to plead to a lesser charge so that their life is not 100% impacted. Because if they get charged with all of those charges to the full degree, like they can serve up to 20 years, something like that.
It was 1 to 24 years. They could
1 to 24 years.
1 to 24 years.
I mean, you're black. You're black in America. You really think that you're going to get a slap on the damn wrist? You will not. So they need to find a way to get out of it.
Even make it worse.
And they're celebrities. Oh, white collar crime. You're gone. What's that? The jail thing you say? You're going to jail.
Period.
It sucks though.
For who?
It really
I'm so interested. I love it.
I mean, I'm interested now. Of course, like I'm committed now because of this whole fiasco. But I think it's sad for the sake of this. And I said this last week too. This successful black woman, so smart, was not smart enough to not do something so dumb.
Happens to, I guess, the best of them, right? I mean, when you think you can get away with it, where a lot of rich, famous people think they can get away with crimes, and they have to just be humbled and remember that you're not above the law yourself, P. Diddy. Dr. Dre.
Take that.
R. Kelly. All right, Harvey Weinstein. You're not above the law. So, he got out, so I guess he is above the law. So he only was in jail. Yeah, he also got out, so I guess he is above the law. And he's also trying to pardon Diddy as we speak right now. So Diddy will soon be above the law. So Wendy and Eddie, if you want to get out of this, you better ask your president for help because he's pardoning all the criminals as we speak.
Are they state charges or are they federal charges? If they're state charges, he can't pardon it.
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what. I have no idea. I'm not a criminal, so I don't know what's the difference between either one of them. So I don't know. No idea. All I know is that they're going to jail. Yes. Brandy Norwood. Now, Miss B, Brandy, you are a legend. You are an icon. And you are a staple in the Black community. And I don't want to say I'm disappointed in you, but I'm just shocked of what happened. So her and Monica are on tour together called The Boy Is Mine, named after their hit single, their 1999 single, The Boy Is Mine. And this is the first time that the both artists have toured together. Fans have been calling for this for the past 25 years. So this tour is actually big. And you know what? It sounds really exciting because they got Kelly Rowland to open up for them and also Money Long. So it's a good old concert and I'm going next month. This past Saturday and they were in Chicago, Brandy was performing her song Baby, and then she just walked off the stage out of the blue. And then there's a video of her walking near the sound system where the producers are. And she said something like, "The sound is off, guys, and I'll be back." Take a look. Take a listen to the video, and then we'll talk after. So she said in the video that there was something wrong with her sound, but then, according to the people in the audience, she never came back on stage. The lights came on for 30 minutes. No one knew what was going on. And then after 30 minutes of waiting, only Monica came back out to finish the show. And then that was it. Her and Brandy never sang The Boy Is Mine, which is what they did, which they perform at the end of the concert. Brandy never came back out because how this concert is, they're singing one song, then the other one comes out to sing one song, then the other one sings one song, if that makes sense. So they're interchanging each other. Is that a word, interchanging? Are you following?
Yeah. No, I'm following. You just froze for a second.
I froze? Oh, wow. Well, hopefully that's not, disrupting the audio. But so fans were mad that Brandy never came out and that they never got to see the two singers perform The Boy Is Mine. Brandy, you better not do that shit when I see you next month. You better not fucking do that shit, all right? Because I would be pissed. But she's saying, Dahveed, that she was dehydrated and that she had to be taken to the hospital.
She's actually feeling like she was about to faint too. So I have two coins of this. Initially, my first thought was, girl, who pissed you off to make you want to just leave? Like, who really pissed you off to make you want to leave? Not to mention, people are paying their money. They automatically going to be mad. People don't care what you're dealing with. Don't care what you're mad. You need to finish the show. So that was my initial. But after reading a little bit and seeing that she said she felt dehydrated and she felt as if she was going to faint, I kind of had to take a step back. Because, of course, like, if you're paying your money, you may be frustrated in the moment, which I 100% understand of what people will feel. But the thing is, you have to take your health seriously. It's a lot of artists who have had issues on stage. And maybe she had that fear, like, oh, my God, like, I'm feeling weird. My health is feeling kind of way. I need to stop. And there are people right now who are not alive is because they ignored their body. They ignored how they were feeling, and unfortunately, some people did not necessarily make it. They ignored their natural instinct of how they're feeling. So I'm going to give her a pass on this because if she's been on tour all this time and she was feeling like, wait, I'm not feeling the best, she had to remove herself. So,
that was their third show. The tour just started. That was number 3. That was
But
number
she's
3.
40
All right.
something. She's old.
But
Or
you know
she's
what?
50.
Her and Monica have the dress code of wearing suits. So they're performing, both women are performing in suits. Girl, take off all those suits. Stop wearing all these clothes. They're hot as hell. All right. You saw how she looked when she walked off the stage. She had a big leather jacket on over a suit jacket. They overdressed both of them. But that's the dress code that both women want to follow. But you can't be dancing all like that and then, expect not to be dehydrated. But at the same time, if you look at the video of how she walked off stage, she wasn't about to pass out. I thought she had diarrhea. I still think she had diarrhea. The way that she was singing, and then she turned around, she said, "Oh," her stomach hit her real good. She just walked off that stage, just like anybody would walk off way. She walked off really random in the middle of the song. She said, "Oh," her stomach got to her real quick. So I think that, in an Instagram post, we didn't say this part. She addressed her departure in an Instagram post the next day. It's lengthy. I'm only going to read the first part, but it says, "I sincerely apologize for the abrupt end to last night's performance in Chicago. After weeks of nonstop rehearsal, last night I experienced dehydration and feelings of wanting to faint. Everyone involved agreed that prioritizing my well-being was the utmost importance." Girl, just say you had diarrhea. I don't believe that you're about to faint because you were behind. You walked off stage to go to the sound booth to fix whatever audio that you said, and then clearly you were annoyed that your audio was still not being fixed. And I think that you maybe had a bitch fit, or you had diarrhea, or maybe she did faint. I don't know, Brandy. But don't do that shit to me when I go see you next month, because I'm going to be on your ass worse than the diarrhea was on your ass. You hear me, Brandy? Don't pull that shit with me. After all the money, and people are traveling to see you. People are paying for hotels, taking up for work. I'm doing all 3. Don't pull that shit on me. Don't do it, Brandy.
Did she get her money back?
You, B. No, fans did not get their money back. No, fans did not get the money back. Nope. No. I know a lot of fans have said, like, online, that they were following. There was a video of fans in the lobby filing a report to, I guess, I don't know, the venue that they're at, but I don't know what's to come of it. Maybe Brandy could possibly send free merchandises to everybody who attended. I mean, that's a lot of money, but give something to the fans. Something. It's a lot of people, and it's a sold out. All these shows are sold out. Oh, yeah. Well, you better think of something to do. Because
that's a lot of people. Has she ever done this before? I don't have any knowledge of her.
No, she just killed somebody in a car accident before. That's the only thing I could think of. Like, she never, walked up. Do you remember that back in 2011, 2012 when she killed someone in the car accident? Yeah.
I do. I just forgot all about that.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think she's done that's similar to this. She killed fans' joy. She took a life of somebody. It's neck and neck. It's neck and neck.
Brandy fans are going to wear your ass out. Brandy fans,
I love Brandy.
I have nothing to do with that.
No, we are a team now. Welcome to the comment section with Mr. Mark White and Dahveed. Your name is on this show. So it's you are I and I is you. So don't you dare try to separate from me.
Leave them alone. That's what I was saying when they're coming after you. Leave them alone.
Look, I got Monica fans to back me up. They goons. So come on, Brandy fans. Come on.
Monica
you ain't
fans,
got nothing on us, Monica fans. All right.
Monica fans ghetto as hell. They always ready to fight. That's
so I got So I got the Zeus team behind me. Zeus is definitely going to be taking care of me.
Zeus is ghetto as hell. Not the Zeus
Heather
team.
Gay from the Zeus team. The Zeus team is behind me. They got my back. Heather Gay from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, Dahveed, I know you just started watching Salt Lake City Housewives. I'm not sure if you're still watching, but Heather Gay was a former Mormon, and she had a book that talked about her experience in the Mormon religion. Well, Bravo is giving her a 3-part series titled Surviving Mormonism. Take a look at the trailer, everyone.
Things I learned while we were filming this shocked me to my core. The real secret lives are much darker, deeper, and more tragic.
This is still going on. This has to stop.
I spent my life being someone I wasn't.
My earliest memories are of abuse.
Had they taken action, could it have saved me?
I just feel overwhelmed and horrified.
Surviving Mormonism with Heather Gay. Watch the premiere Tuesday, November 11th after Salt Lake City, and stream all episodes next day on Peacock.
Now, this trailer obviously reminded me of Leah Remini's show, Scientology and the Aftermath. Do you remember that show that Leah Remini had years ago on A&E?
Hell no.
Oh, God, you're so fucking boring. You never seen that show before?
No. You know I'm gangster. I don't watch all them shows.
So Leah Remini was, Leah Remini, the actress. She's from King of Queens. Do you know her?
Yes, but I also heard somebody yelling in your background, talking about my microphone. You got orgies taking place in your background. I heard somebody screaming. Yeah, I was like, oh, or something like that. Yeah,
there's nothing.
Playing Twister in your back room or something.
There's no one here. You're making up noises.
No.
You're going crazy.
Go back and watch this. It was at 19 minutes or something. Go back and listen to this. Watch and see.
Well, if I got someone in my bedroom, please, it's been 6 years. Please play with me. All right. Back to the subject. So Leah Remini was part of the Scientology religion. Now, she had a bad experience where when she left the religion, they were stalking her. She was excommunicated. She, if within the religion, if you do something that they don't like, they will not kidnap you, but have you disappear for some time. So this one person that she was close to had disappeared up until to this day, from when she left the religion back in the early 2000s, up until this day, this person is nowhere to be found. So she created this documentary, and within this documentary, she was interviewing people who was a part of the religion, and they gave their experiences. And that's what Heather Gay is doing with this Surviving Mormonism TV show, where they're going to talk about their bad experiences within the religion. And I don't like that, Dahveed, because you're pretty much doing a public execution of a religion just because of your bad experiences. It's pretty much like what homophobic people do to the LBGT. I can't say what the community I'm part of. The queer community. It's like what homophobic. I can't talk today. Oh my God. Homophobic people do to the queer community. This is a public bashing that I do not agree with. Just because you had a bad experience doesn't mean give you a right to create a whole entire takedown of that religion. Am I doing too much, or do you disagree?
Oh, so I'm kind of in the middle with this. And it's funny. It's because I actually thought you were going to be on the other side where that you should. So I'm very, very. This is the first time like us. Yeah, I'm shocked that you're
talking about it. Yeah,
in this way. So I think that if you had an experience in which it traumatically impacts you, and you want to talk about it, I think you can. I think that you need to be careful on how you are speaking on it. If you're making generalization for the entire religion, I agree.
Yeah.
But if you had your experience that you would like to talk about, I think, maybe it may shed light. Maybe other people may feel the same way. I know me and you both were part of Jehovah's Witnesses, and we have experiences. But I want you to think about it. Think about maybe how some of your feelings you felt in the beginning compared to now, like where now it's kind of like lessened off, and you have like more like a more.
It was a terrible it was a terrible experience for me, but I never thought that using this platform or any of my platforms was to take them down, because it's, to me, there's good and bad that came out that religion, and you can always leave the religion. You have a freedom to leave the religion. So I'm not going to sit here and bash the religion when people are happy, clearly happy within it. People actually are enjoying, thinking that their lives is they're having a good life because they're participating in that religion. Just because my experience was terrible, I don't really feel the need to bash them. The whole religion,
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I think, but with her, remember she mentioned that when people try to leave, that they're like kidnapped or
taken away. Yeah.
Taken away. So to me, that's red flags. That's kind of scary.
Right.
I want to hear about it. But I do think, to your point, for religions, I don't think that you need to try to tear something that other people are happy with because you don't know, because you didn't have the best experience. You have the best experience?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But also, if you feel like you want to share, then it would be wrong for us to not allow a person to express themselves.
Well, so when we hear stuff about the Catholic religion and how the pastor, there's a high rate of molestation within that religion of Catholics.
There is.
It makes us look at the religion sideways, and we shouldn't take one person's bad ways and have them representing the entire religion, if that makes sense. So
True.
I know when the Jehovah's Witness religion, that's how we met back in 08 or 09. We both were in the religion. And I know that you and I had two different experiences. We're both out of it. But you and I had two different experiences where you enjoyed yourself, but I did not. And it was a lot of, a lot of telling, a lot of tattling that drove me crazy, because here I am in my 20s and I can't hang out with anybody outside the religion. I can't have no friends that I go to school with, can't have no friends that I work with. And I remember going out to dinner with a coworker, and I saw someone, part of my congregations, and they knew that person wasn't a Jehovah's Witness because they had tattoos on their neck. And they reported me. They told on me. And I'm like, but this person isn't a bad person. We're just grabbing lunch. I think we were just on our lunch break, and we just went to Applebee's or Chili's. And I got in trouble for that. And I'm like, here I am, a fucking grown ass man, that I can't even do lunch with a simple coworker. Because that's because they believe that if you have friends without the religion, you are going to get poisoned or what's the word, Dahveed? Like
bad association.
Bad association, but they don't want you to be misled to think to live in a worldly life is the terminology that they use. If you're not part of the religion, you're considered worldly.
And
but it was, go ahead.
No. You go ahead. Finish. Go ahead. Finish it.
But it's more to it. Like the hairstyles, there were certain hairstyles I couldn't have. I remember I had like a semi mohawk that I had to cut off because they didn't think that it was to their protocol, their dress protocol. It didn't look appealing. I remember for a tattoo, had to make sure all my tattoos were covered. At the time, I know that it's different now, but at the time they were against college. So I was in college, and I was like, they were mad that I was in college. It was like so many different things that I was being ridiculed about. And I just didn't enjoy. I did not enjoy myself in the religion. I didn't, and I chose to walk away. Whereas for you, you were kicked out of the religion. I don't know if you're comfortable with saying that, but you were kicked out of the religion, and they publicly announced you being kicked out, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to do that to anybody. But the Mormons and the Scientology, they do the same thing. They do a public excommunication announcement, just like how we experienced in our religion.
Yeah, and I think you kind of go back to what you were saying, where not about like bashing a total religion, but you can be able to share experience. And there was a time when I was in the religion, where I was happy. Like I had some of the best experiences, because before the religion, I was quote unquote worldly. So I had worldly friends. So I got a chance to party with friends. I got a chance to do all those crazy things, all the regular, not crazy things, but normal things. And then coming into the religion, I was like, oh, it's like a breath of fresh air. Like, okay, like I can find good friends who are not doing these things. So I had a really good experience until the end, where where I was told pretty much I got kicked out because of things that, I had done when it comes to, the overall gay thing. Like that's something
someone snitched on you too, right?
No, actually, I said something. I said something.
Are you saying that just for the podcast, or you're saying something real?
No,
I remember someone snitched on you.
No, that's rumors, because in the congregation, they a lot of times, what's the word? They
gossip.
All they have is each other. So they just gossip. So no, I wasn't snitched on. I went and said something. Me and the other person went and said something. Shame.
Because what I heard, the word on the curb was that the other person went to go say something. So that was a word on the curb.
No.
All these years, what's it been 15 years since that happened? I thought really that they snitched on you.
Yep, about to be 15 years. And so, but what happened is the other people who knew about it, who was part of our friend group, they told one other person who was their friend, and that one other person another friend, and then before you know it, the whole entire story was that like I got walked into.
That's how I found out.
Somebody's walking into the room and they seen this and was shocked and
So can I ask a question?
What?
Did you feel pressure to
Absolutely.
Because of so did someone walk in on you guys? What made you tell on yourself then?
No, I think because I knew that the other person had told the other friend. So I was forget. I didn't
because not because you had a guilty conscience.
I mean, well, and then I start feeling myself like thinking, this is actually what I want to do anyway. Like I was enjoying it being in the congregation. I was enjoying it. I can't even lie, like I loved it. But there was a point of time where I was like, I felt like what I wanted, my cravings of like wanting to be part of the LGBTQ plus, it was there. It was so heavy, and it wasn't that I was around anything or anybody was in my head. It was me. It was who I was. Right. And I thought that I could suppress a lot of feelings for a long time, but I couldn't. And I needed, and like I needed this time of just doing who I am. And I'm probably the most happiest that I've been now that I'm 100% myself. That I am not scared of being flamboyant sometime, and I'm not scared of also tapping into my masculinity. It's because like, I am who I am. And I think that what the religion did to me a lot of time was suppress a lot of that. I'm gonna give you one quick story. I never told you the story. So the very first time that I was part of the religion, I was 18, and I did something with another guy, and I remember I had to tell them. So I was announced the first time as no longer being, they call it unbaptized publisher. So at this time I was 18, turning 19. So they took that away from me. But I still wanted to be a part of the organization. So I stayed around. But even as a teenager, I could talk to them, but I couldn't hang out with anybody. So here I am, 19 years old. I couldn't hang out with any of them. And I was,
because you were titled bad association, bad association.
Bad association, because I had did something with a guy. And so, mind you, we didn't even go all the way. It was a little bit of oral, little kissing. We didn't even go all the way. Mind you, me and him is still friends right now. I just saw him not too long ago, all these years later. So anyway, I remember one of the elders telling me, and his voice would be like, "Don't hold your hand like this."
Oh my God, same here. Yes.
Watch your hand.
Oh my God.
Don't be like this. It's the way how you talk.
People used to always say to me,
coming to him, and I said, I had a dream that I was gay, and I'm still gay. I had that dream. Will this ever go away? And what can I do about it? Does that mean, I said this. I had a dream that I was gay. Does that mean it's still in my heart? And going back on it to think about that, who I was completely wrong, completely, this is not who you're supposed to be. Now, granted, I will admit, it was all love. There wasn't like rude or you're a terrible person, you're a faggot, you're this, none of that. It was none of that. But it still was me suppressing who I was. And it wasn't that I didn't wake up saying when I was a kid, I want to be gay. I want to be a part of the LGBTQ plus community. I want to do this. I never, ever, ever had that idea. It was just something that was in me as a kid. And so being told that during those religion was hard for me, especially when I look back on it. Like, this is like my first time really reflecting, where I was told, hey, don't put your hands like this. or sometimes you talk too much with your hands. But I was raised around with 4 sisters and and a mom. So I was raised with 5 women in the house. So I'm naturally a person who's very expressive. So that was very tough for me. And there's a couple of different instances that made me suppress who I was. Now, will I come and bash Jehovah's Witnesses? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If I was not a part of LGBTQ plus community, I will tell you right now, I will go back because there's a lot of great people there.
Do you remember you and I's argument a couple years ago when you told me that? I was really angry that you wanted to go back. You were still living in Seattle. I was very angry about that.
I think that was our last argument. I think that was one of the arguments that we stopped.
Yeah, because we didn't talk for a couple years after.
Yep. That was
5 years we didn't talk after that argument. But I was angry with you about it because of, I think when you said because you were trying to go back at that time. Mm-hmm. And I kept telling you, you can't be yourself. They will never allow you to be yourself. Yep. Mm-hmm. And why would you go back? It's like going back to jail. Why would you go back to prison?
Here's what your words. I'm going to remind you what your words were. You said, you were joking with this. It got serious in the end, but you were like, you're always going to be a faggot. You're a faggot. Just stop it. You didn't say Dahveed. You said, Anthony, you're a faggot. That's what you're going to be. Like, what are you doing? And I got so mad. I'm like, if I don't want to be a faggot, I ain't going to be no faggot. I ain't no faggot. And I got so mad. Then we start, and then you're like, whoa. Well, here's what I mean. Then you talk about being yourself and blah, blah, blah. And at that time, I was just
this is all at a restaurant, by the way. Yeah. Everyone was looking at us. It was so embarrassing. It was really bad. It was really bad. It was terrible. The argument was like really, really bad.
It was bad. But what you were saying, I as time went on, I understood what you're saying. Like now, that's why I reached out a few years ago. Is that I was suppressing who I am, which I enjoy being this very outgoing person because it's me. I enjoy looking at handsome ass men because it's me. I love women too, but I really like men. I love them. Like I was enjoying it. I enjoying who I am right now, and I felt like a lot of times I wasn't naturally being me because I wanted to go back there, and that's what you were trying to tell me. And it was hard for me to accept that. Is because the love that I had knew for a long time was in the organization, was in the religion. But again, I wouldn't do what she did. And I'm not going to say her, even on this podcast, I'm not going to sit here and say that it was terrible, the worst ever. No, I do not regret some of the amazing people that I met who I still miss. But
yeah, because they're not allowed to, once you leave the religion, people within the religion aren't allowed to talk to you. So when you first got kicked out the religion, you and I first stopped talking for about 2 or 3 years because I was under the impression that because you left, you did something bad and I'm not allowed to talk to you. And I felt really guilty about that because I'm like, just because he's still a good person, why am I stopped talking to him? And I think that's when I started to like really be like, get my aha moment. But then too, Dahveed, Anthony's his first name. If people don't know, if you have new listeners, his first name is Anthony. So I may slip up sometime to call you Anthony. But Dahveed, this is a thing that really frustrates me because I couldn't really be honest with you and all of our mutual friends about who I was. I had to hide my sexuality from all of you guys. I couldn't really authentically be myself because I was scared of
we knew you was gay.
But the thing is, though, I couldn't know if I could tell you guys that because I was scared that someone would snitch on me, or I was scared of the consequences behind it. So I had to put on this persona that I was a heterosexual male, and I just felt like our years that we got to know each other wasn't as authentic as it could be, and I feel like for all of it, because our entire circle of friends are no longer in the religion because obviously over the years, we all started to wake up and realize like we're being controlled, but we all couldn't really be honest with each other because we didn't know if we could really thoroughly trust each other like that with keeping secrets and not going to the elders and snitching on us and having our privileges revoked and removed from us. So I don't know. I would never go back. I'm thankful for the opportunity because it made me who I am today. I think that I look at religion completely different now, where I think most religion gives me cult vibes. But I just had a terrible experience. I really had it. It was very, very, just so bad. It was, I was so depressed for the first 6 years of my 20s. I feel like I wasted my entire 20s away because they really brainwashed me into just not trusting anybody. I couldn't trust anybody. I couldn't trust a goddamn person because I'm so nice and I like to hang out with anybody. And I was always being reprimanded for hanging out with someone without the religion, listening to rap music. We know we're not allowed to listen to rap music, not allowed to see rated R movies. It was just like, can't watch this TV show, and can't have this hairstyle, can't dye your hair, can't. Remember, you couldn't have facial hair at the time. Now I know it's changed. You can have facial hair. But the reason why I still keep my face today, I'm not clean shaved, but I usually am clean shaved, is because they embedded that in my brain that it's appropriate to look clean shaved. So we weren't allowed to have facial, minus a beard, minus a mustache. No beard, right? Just a mustache,
no
right?
beard, just mustache.
So we are only allowed to have a mustache. No face, no beard, no side hair. It just was not meant for me. And when I did watch Leah Remini's Scientology, they had an episode. They did have an episode about Jehovah's Witnesses, and they had a couple people who were Jehovah's Witnesses, and they spoke out on their experiences. And I understood half of them, and then the other half, I was amazed and shocked at what they went through and their experiences. But yeah, it's just not for me whatsoever. But if it's for you, any of the listeners who are in the religion, well, I guess they're unfollowing us now because they're not allowed to really associate themselves with us. So don't worry, guys. I won't tell. Welcome to the comment section. Welcome to the other side. But
hi.
Yeah, hi. But yeah, if it wasn't for me, and if people are, interested in learning about any of these religions, Mormonism, Scientology, Jehovah's Witnesses, go ahead and look into it. Maybe that's religion for you. Maybe that's your calling. But to me, it was just too controlled, and too cult-like, if I can use that terminology. I lost a lot of friends over that. I lost a lot of friends. And when I got out of it, I felt like I had nobody. It's one of those. So, Heather, good luck with you and your surviving Mormonism show. I might watch an episode to see what people got to say. But so you never watch any of those shows that for people talking about the religion?
No. It's funny. I don't think I've even watched that many or listened to that many YouTube videos. I know there's a lot of folks who they talk about different religions and what they went through. I've actually, and I think maybe because it's from Jehovah's Witnesses, because Jehovah's Witnesses, if you're listening to any type of, we call apostates, who are bashing either the religion or bashing
the religion. That's for any religion. They're called apostates across the board.
They're called apostates. So even like now, I don't really listen to any form of people who like bash any kind of religions because I'm like, maybe it's still embedded in me because like, hey, that's your experience. Okay, that's you.
I do.
But
I listen sometimes.
I don't listen at all.
Well, I just like to hear people's experiences. Like, I don't know if you know this, that there is a no call law within that religion. Do you know that? No, I mean no call law. No, don't call the police law. Do you know that?
Who?
JWs.
No, because I don't suppose I call the cops on.
If you were to be raped by someone in the organization, you are not allowed to call the cops. The organization will handle it themselves. And I guess that has happened a lot of times throughout the years, the existence of Jehovah's Witnesses, where a lot of people, a lot of little girls were raped by older men within the organization, and they never went to jail because you're not allowed to call the police for anything. And their reasoning behind that is because if, let's say, I accuse someone of rape and I call the police and that gets out in the press, that's bad press right now that the world will see. Oh, we have rapists now, so let's handle it in-house so it doesn't get out of house. And so that was a lot of the when Leah Remini did that episode on her show Scientology about the Jehovah's Witnesses, that was a couple experiences that people were talking about, and I had no idea. I mean, I didn't know that we weren't allowed to call the cops, that we will handle it ourselves if it comes to someone stole from us or if it came from like a physical violence situation. But I never thought about someone getting raped, or even, I never thought about that to that extreme at that time when I was in the religion. But I didn't know we weren't really, it wasn't suggested to ever get the police involved in our stuff.
I feel like I heard that a little bit after. I think during it, because I never was involved with any kind of, like, never heard of any of it. So
Right,
I don't
Me neither.
know.
Yeah.
So, but I did read afterwards that was the case. Like, I did read afterwards. I heard a little bit, but of course, I haven't watched that much different religions of people having their experiences that were negative. I still to this day, and maybe I will look at some things, but I did very, very vaguely hear how they do not call the law, and they normally handle it within the religion. But I don't have any experience on it, so I can't really. It's hard for me to answer that question. But I did hear about it. So
yeah, just stuff like that surprises me when I listen. And by the way, we are now, if any Jehovah's Witnesses are listening to this, we are now considered apostates. FYI. So I don't think there's any going back for you.
Wait.
If you are still interested in going back. You are now considered an apostate, because we're talking.
I'm not bashing. I'm just giving my experience.
But they're gonna say that it's bashing. Same here. I'm just giving my experience. They will. And by the way, I know that when I was talking about Heather Gay's show on my Instagram page, and I said that I'm not here for it because I don't believe in bashing religions. A couple of you said they're happy that she's doing this. You're happy that Leah did the Scientology show, because it gives people within the religion an idea of what's happening within their own religion. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. When we were in that Jehovah's Witnesses religion, and if anything negative was coming out about the religion, we were told not to watch it because it's evil. So they're probably, the people within those religions are probably being told not to watch this content either. And they're brainwashing people to think that it's from the devil, it's from Satan, don't watch it. If you watch it, you're gonna, Satan's gonna take over. So I'm pretty sure that none of the people in that religion are gonna watch Heather's show, and they probably never even watched Leah's show, just because they're scared of the consequences from God. Am I making sense? Does that make sense?
No, I mean, that makes perfect sense. Again, like I just said, because like for so long I was told not to listen to certain things. Like I have not, like I can't even remember how many times I've heard anything really negative out. Even after leaving the organization, I don't really listen to anything negative.
And you got out in 2011, so it's been many years. It's been 14 or 15 years since you left. Well, shout out to all the JWs, hey. So yeah.
Hey.
Jennifer Lopez, Dahveed, she's saying that all the men that she dated and was engaged to were incapable of loving her. She was on the Howard Stern show, and I have the little snippet. Take a look.
No. And do you think you really have experienced loving someone?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
And when you can't get that love back?
What I learned, it's not that I'm not lovable, it's that they're not capable.
They can't love.
They don't have it in them. They need to appreciate the little person inside of them.
They have little
need to love
give.
them. Yeah.
You've been in relationships with
And
people.
they gave me what they had.
Right, but
they
it's not
gave me
enough.
all of it. Every time.
But it's this much. It's
All the
little bit.
rings, all the things I could ever want.
Right.
They tried to give me the houses, the rings, the marriage, all of it. But
they didn't love you.
They didn't.
And didn't know you.
And I didn't love myself.
A lot of people are bashing J-Lo for this. Just because she was engaged 6 times and married 4 times, she can still feel like men are incapable of loving her, right?
No, I don't agree with this, but I'm going to let you go. Go ahead, take a 4.
Whatever go ahead. You go first.
So, I think there's a point of time that we have to have some kind of self-accountability. If your ass was engaged, not 1, not twice, not 3 times, but 6 times, and nobody was capable of loving you, nobody was capable of really loving you because you said that they haven't loved themselves, maybe you're incapable of actually loving. Because after a while, you have to eventually do self-reflection. And she didn't do any of that. She was just saying that they were incapable of loving her because she don't think that some of them have loved themselves. Do you love yourself? You say you gave all you have, but you didn't find love after 6 times, and you probably 63.
She's not 63.
Shit. Well, she been around for a long goddamn time.
And she looked good.
Okay, 5 years. 5 years. So she's 5 years from 63, goddamn it. So I ain't too far off. But the point is, like, I think it has to be some kind of accountability. Like, for a perfect example, I have self-accountability. I understand why some of the reason why I'm single. Because the guys who really like me and some of the women who like me, guess what? They're not who I want. Not because they can't love me or not because I can't even love them. It's just not who I want. But then the ones who I want, a perfect example, I like guys who are in shape. I'm not in shape, but I'm trying to find guys who are in shape. Guess what? I need to find out within myself and let me be who I'm trying to get. Let me be that person first before I can get there. I can take self-accountability of knowing that I'm single because the people who like me, I don't like them. And the ones I like, I'm not what they want because they are what I want, but I'm not willing to put in the work to get there. Self-accountability. No comma. 0 comma after that. No. Boop. Period. Go ahead. What you think?
Well,
go ahead, take her for it, because I know you're going to.
I'm not going to. I don't know. I honestly believe if she believes it in her heart. So I can't say if she's lying or if she's telling the truth, because if she's saying it, clearly she believes it. So, just because someone was married 6 times doesn't mean that she felt like they all loved her. But her first ex-husband definitely doesn't agree with what she said. And he is somewhat saying what you said, Dahveed. So he said on social media, stop putting us down. Stop putting me down with your victim card. The problem is not us, not me. The problem is you. You, the one who couldn't keep it in your pants. You have been loved few times. You have been married 4 times and have countless relationships in between. You have had good relationships. Me, for example. I was in love with you. I even moved out of state, leaving my job, my family, and friends behind to support you, to love, to protect you, and care for you. I'm an amazing person, great human being, honest, faithful to you, never lied, never misbehaved, never cheated on you. I was good to you. But you chose fame and fortune, moving apart from our relationship. You decided to lie, to cheat on me, and even though I stayed, I even tried to keep the marriage going and alive, you even begged me to stay because at the time you didn't want bad press caring more about you than me. So, about your career, instead of saving the marriage, I stayed. But you win for the fast lane of your career, stardom, not caring about me. Must have been a typo somewhere in there. You wanted to continue on cheating and lying, and I couldn't stay anymore and deal with the consistent lying. That's why I left you, and that's why I divorced you. So that's what he had to say. And like I said, in her heart, she believes that these men never loved her, but he's saying, like, you cheated on me. I was here for you. I moved out of state. So I don't know, J-Lo. It's not looking good for you. I know that a lot of people are not on your side, considering they found out Ashanti sings half of your music for you, and you didn't really do a lot of the vocals. But I'm still a J-Lo fan. I love most of her movies, and I like a lot of her music too. So it's really hard for me to really say anything negative about J-Lo. So I'll just leave it to you and all the listeners to bash J-Lo if they prefer to bash her and not support her.
Wow. So you just left her alone, huh?
I left what?
You're not gonna say anything? You have no comment?
I made my comment. I think she really believes that. That's my comment. I can't really just say how someone feels. If that's how she feels, that's how she feels. What am I to say? It's like I've been in 4 relationships, and I feel like all of the people that I dated were dumb. That's my opinion. Now, do they think they're dumb? No. So that's just my opinion. They're dummies. I dated all dummies. I clearly I have a type, and the type is dummies. And no one can tell me that I didn't date dummies because I think I did. So it's like that, similar to that.
Oh, so you are delusional just like her. Got it. Got it. Okay.
I also have dummies as friends, i.e., you, bitch, a dummy ass hater.
I had like some kind of cute little comeback for dummies. I think there's some really good candy. Isn't there good candies called Dum Dums? They're really good.
Well, I only eat the candies called Smarties, so I don't know about Dum Dums. I know about Smarties. Mm.
Damn, I'm trying to think of a comeback. I cannot think of anything.
You can't level up.
No.
No.
Well, because where you are is probably even the candy Mars, because you're definitely not here with her.
Next.
Where us normal folks are.
Next.
Isn't it Mars bars? Yeah.
That's not bars that would ever be featured on a rap album. No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I thought it was excellent also.
That was our show today, friend.
Was that J-Lo? That's it? Okay.
That was it. Yeah, we wrapped it up under an hour, which I love, but
we didn't even say about our weekend. See, now we can talk about our weekend because we still got 7 minutes.
So I'm switching up the layup. Is it the layup? The layout of the podcast. Dahveed suggested that instead of talking about our personal lives in the very beginning, that we just jump right into the show. And I actually agree with you, which is why I went along with it. Because I'm like, you know what? People don't care about me personally. People don't care about you personally. They care about our opinions.
They definitely care about me.
Whoa. You didn't interject when I said that about me, though. Where was the interjection when I said that about me?
Well, you're right about you.
Yeah,
you're correct.
I'm delusional.
Well, listen, it was because you're talking about Brandy having diarrhea. So I know people are.
She did have diarrhea. I know she did. Dahveed, I've done that walk off. I've done that walk off several times, so I know when someone has diarrhea. You clench her butt cheeks look clenched together. All right. Her whole
with a trench. How do you see this?
I saw through it. Okay, I know the walk. There was a bow-legged walk. She was holding her butt cheeks together. All right. But no, I liked your feedback and your criticism, because I do agree that maybe less talk about us personally and more talk about the topics. And the first 10 minutes was always a struggle for me and that other person I used to do the podcast with, because we didn't know how to get the show started. And up until you said it, last week, you said, let's just jump right into the show after the theme song. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's a choice. There's no point of foreplaying. Just put the dick in the hole. So I agree. Whoa. I think we should do, yeah. Yeah.
And that's why people get stretched too fast. Just right in the hole. Jesus Christ. So, but I will say this though, also too, like, we always are talking shit anyway. So I think it's easier to kind of just get into the show, because our natural banter is going to come out throughout the show as it is. But I do want to talk about my weekend really, really quick, okay? So
talk about it.
I'm on the last round of my interviews. I think I told you I got moved into the very last round, which I had to write this proposal, which guess what? I got it.
Good.
But that is not even the issue.
Wait. You got the job or you got the proposal?
I had to write a proposal today, which I had to hand it in. So I'll find out by Friday. So next week the show. I'll find out.
Yeah, so to clarify, I was like, you got the job? All right. Okay. So, go ahead.
But my ex, who you met, who you were in Houston, who is still
can I say
one of my
the African?
No.
I can say the African, right? Oh, why not?
Sure. Okay, sure. Well, I don't think he's gonna listen to this show. He may. He does listen. Fuck.
What can you say?
I can say, well, he broke up with his boyfriend, and I'm so excited.
Why?
I'm excited is because his boyfriend was taking up too much time. And mind you, even though he's my ex, he's still one of my really good friends, and we talk every day. So him taking that away, I was just happy that he got a chance to see that it's the one who he was dating, was a piece of shit anyway, and I already knew that. So I was
Aren't
very
you
happy
still
that they
talking to
broke up.
someone else? Or is that
But
over?
that's not the point. That's
That
not
is the point.
The point.
That is the
Well,
point.
well, he's still my friend.
You're happy that your ex got dumped.
Yes. No. My ex didn't get dumped. My ex dumped the other one, which I was pretty happy about.
So he say, I know the real tea. He got dumped.
No, I got the tea. I got the tea.
Story time.
Tea.
What happened?
I'm not telling. I can't tell his business because he listens.
Dahveed, Dahveed, no one's listening. Tell me what happened. No one's listening.
But it's recorded. Yeah, I will tell you. How about this? I'll tell you after.
Oh, you're no fun. We love a good story.
I'll tell you after. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about. I'm pretty happy.
That's
about
really
that.
a toxic trait, by the way, that you're laughing and happy that you couldn't wait to. That's part of you. That's why you're happy this week. That's the weekend story that your ex broke up with their spouse, and you are smiling from ear to ear about their downfall. Yeah. You sound like a little bit like J-Lo. Like, ooh, wow, is love not there for you? Is love not happening there for you? What is happening?
Well, I told you, but I have self accountability, unlike Miss 63-year-old. Okay.
Okay, you can't knock her. Okay, she may.
Oh, she never.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, come on. Now, you can't.
I'm
talking shade at her. Yeah,
she is god awful stunning. Okay, she's stunning. But I mean, when you have that much money, you can do all kind of nip tuck and everything. Don't let me get some money. Let me get some money. These little bit of wrinkles you see right here, did a little bit there, gone. They may be going in March when I get my bonus. I don't know. Sweetie,
you can get that's only $600. That's not that much money. I actually have I have a good friend who does Botox. Yes. Come up and visit. I can make you an appointment. It's $600. Trust me. I'm just scared to do it because I don't like needles, especially small needles to the face. But he was going to, it was a gun. It's 6 needles on a gun and and I was like, I backed out immediately. Not interested. No. I forgot. Oh my God. I forgot the name of it because there was a YouTube video of him performing it. And I said, nope, not interested. Nope. So I backed out.
Well,
but yeah, I have a friend who is
you may want to go back
a Botox
because,
doctor.
You have a little white in you.
Give you.
I said, I said, I know you have a little white in you because you are biracial. So you probably going to be going back to him in a few years. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm not the one saying I need it now. So you're the ones over there saying that you need it for your eyes. So since you are closer to J-Lo's age and I'm still closer to 20, it's going to be many years until I need that with my white ass. Now that is a read, bitch. Stop coming for me. You know you can't come for me, ho. Stop coming for me. That's how you read a bitch.
You know what?
That's how you read a bitch.
Not if you're blind and you're got braille, you ain't reading shit.
Oh God, that sounds like a read from Cat in a Hat. Like, what are we, Dr. Seuss? Like, what the hell? What was that? Like, what? I'm blind and I'm reading. I'm blind and I'm reading in Brielle. First of all, it's not Brielle.
How is it?
I don't even know what it is, but I know it's not Brielle.
the way how your face just froze on this camera, I really should have screenshotted that.
I hope this episode comes out really good because you were actually like delayed, and I'm like, oh God, yeah, you were delayed and frozen. So
no,
I hope it comes out good.
Too.
Really? Oh my God, we both have. No, bitch, it's your fucking. Bitch, you have Cricket. All right, you have fucking Cricket.
Well,
all right,
Cricket's still around. Metro PCS is not. Boop.
Well, thank you for telling the audience that. I didn't know that. So clearly you keep up. Thank you for letting us all know what you have. I had no idea Metro PCS was not around. You are slipping today, friend. Your age is showing, honey.
Babes, just a little. Just a little. Audience, tell us how I look. They'll tell us. Yeah.
You have anything to add before we wrap up today's episode?
Oh shit! Sometimes I'll be fucking forgetting we be recording. I just be talking shit to you. I'll be forgetting. No, I don't have anything. Other than you understand how that diarrhea was for Brandy because you get it so often. So Yeah.
So that was today's episode. All right. I am not even going to entertain the buffoonery that he is like just giving me with his corny ass reads. All right.
That was not corny. That was real. You have diarrhea sometimes, and it's okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for
made
letting me
that
know
face
that
like-
it's okay. Thank you. I know.
You're like,
Thank
you. Know
you.
It's okay. You
It's
said
okay.
you know that clinch walk. You said, I know that clinch walk.
I do.
I know your ass
I do.
too.
I do. I do. And so do other men when they see you coming. All right. So that's today's episode. Have a good day, everyone. We'll see you next Friday.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.